Hi all, you're joining me, Ultraviolet 4, for part 19 of Centaur Air Elementalist. This is probably going to be the last one, almost certainly, one way or the other. We've got 14 of our 15 runes, the only remaining one is Cocytus, and then we've got to do a bit of Zot and then we'll be out of here. We've got a couple of problems, that's maybe an understatement. So we're too full to eat anything due to our gourmand amulet, but we've only got 2 bread rations, 2 fruits, and a raw jelly for our remaining food in the game. So that's always going to be an ever-present issue, although I don't think we're actually going to starve. There'll be lots of ice dragons and Cocytus we can eat with gourmand, which will keep us at or near engorged. And also, if we really are going to starve, we can always enter the figurine of a ziggurat and then we can eat monsters in there. So I'm not actually worried that we're going to starve to death, although it is a little bit nerve-wracking being this low on food. But never worry about food, guys. Don't worry. Well, I say never worry about food, or don't worry too much about food in terms of spell hunger. Our problem here is that we have taken 277,000 turns to get to this point. Normally for, I'd say a standard 15 rune game, if you're not trying to win with a good score or a low turn count, you'd expect it to be somewhere like 120,000 turns, maybe 150,000 turns, somewhere in there. 277,000 is an enormous turn count. Anyway, let's get on with it. So we're doing our last one, it's Cocytus. It's a cold themed hell. You should have RC for that. We've got 2 points of RC, which is fine for most of it. And then, if need be, or for our boss fight, we can always call off resistant to get that 3rd point. You also, if you're planning on fighting Antaeus, you also need to have Aralek, or at least resistance so you can get Aralek. Although, as we've learnt so far, we haven't killed any Hell Lords, and you don't need to. So again, we don't need to kill Antaeus. We might, because there's a little trick that I really love. But we'll see. Also, we haven't seen the Serpent of Hell. That means it's probably in here. It is possible that we just completely missed him, and he was in one of the previous hells, but he's probably here. That's actually pretty fine, because the Cold Serpent of Hell is... Oh man. The Cold Serpent of Hell isn't very threatening. The issue here with Tornado in Cocytus is that you can never actually see where the tiles, the non-deep water tiles are. So like this, it just covers everything up. And this used to be extremely terrifying when there was instant drowning. See, I can't figure out where they are. Yeah, when you could instant drown, I remember anytime you were using Tornado in here, I'd just be terrified. Okay, but fortunately you don't instant drown anymore. We got to keep regen up when we can, and also stay engorged. Also, I don't know why I'm casting Tornado, because it's just making me not able to see where I'm going. A Fire Dragon in Cocytus. Okay. It seems quite clear that there's some sort of a bug going on at the moment where the spawn tables or something in Hell are kind of messed up, because there should not be Fire Dragons in Cocytus. There's no way. It's not. That is a lore violation. This is the cold themed hell, and that is a fire themed dragon. That is not right. Okay, I want to stay away from that Tormentor. We can use Tornado to fly. Yeah, it's alright. We can fly over for a couple of turns. Okay. Again, I feel like this should be obvious, but the the fiend of choice in this hell is the Ice Fiend. Just in case, that is an elf. A plain elf. That is not something you see every day. So yeah, that's part of why this is usually considered to be the worst hell. Ice Fiends are probably the worst fiend. Maybe not if you're undead, but for everyone else, they're probably the scariest. And Teus is the scariest Hell Lord. He has the most HP, and his spells are really powerful. And then you also get Shard Shrikes in here. That is a Fire Giant. That is not right. A Fire Giant in Cocytus. That is not right. Probably came here illegally. Ooh, okay, so we just got we just took a torment from the hell effect. That's always fun. Okay, we're on Cocytus 4. We're just gonna keep diving basically. As much as I can remember to do it, I'm gonna keep my regen up. Let's put him on land so then we can eat his corpse. No, I didn't make one anyway. Oh well. More fire giants, it's not right. A golden dragon. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. 2 fire giants and a golden dragon in Cocytus. Okay. So we want to put our deflect missiles back on because that Quicksilver dragon dispelled them off us. Sweet. Let's eat back to engorged. And I think I'm just going to rest up on the stair here just in case, I don't know, something too crazy happens. We can just leave and then come back in. I guess that was pretty crazy, but again, we can just stay here and wait. Good. Keep casting regen. The dragons get pretty destroyed by Wormbane. That's an Ice Fiend. We can cast a Tornado and then airstrike him. They are flying, so they do take a lot of damage from airstrike. There's another one. Same plan, I guess. Wow, that guy died really quickly. I wish all Ice Fiends died that easily. We are sick. Let's quaff a curing. If you're sick, not only do you occasionally get rotted and lose your stats, more importantly, you don't regenerate. That is an extremely nasty. On the same turn that it summoned it, we got tormented. Okay, that was very nasty. We need to make sure we get the Tormentor. We're actually just dying to that. Jeez. Airstrike him. Okay. I kind of want to go back over to the stair because we're really low on health. The hell effect can summon shard strikes on you, which is always very scary. Even with 3 points of RC, shard strikes are crazy. They do so much damage. If you thought caustic strikes were bad, they have nothing on shard strikes. Okay, yeah, this stuff's all good. Alright, I guess it's time to move on. Ice Fiend. I've got to make sure that I switch to the Staff of Energy before I cast Tornado, because that has a significant hunger cost associated with it. What I should... No, I shouldn't. Oh, we're out of food. We're not engorged. It's alright. Next Ice Dragon we see. I was about to say what I should be doing is using Malign Gateway when I'm to help me fight these fiends. But actually that's a really bad idea because then Tornado makes it hostile. Dodging to 13. We have 12 evasion. Wow. Centaurs are really bad at evasion. But they can attack. There's a Naga here. They can attack normally from shallow water without any penalties, so there's that, I suppose. I don't want to say it because soon. My sentence there was, I don't want to say it because as soon as I say it, I'm gonna jinx it. But we haven't seen a Shard Strike yet. I didn't even get to say it. As soon as I said the sentence, it was actually the case. They're flying, so you can airstrike them. One of them is okay. We have pretty good damage, and we get to eat him. Sweet. But yeah, when you get whole packs of them, they're pretty bonkers. And yeah, it doesn't matter how much AC you have, you're probably going to take cold damage from them. Let's have a look at one. We'll query it. Shard Strike. Yeah. 21 damage and up to 62 cold damage when they hit you. And there's 30 speed. So they are extremely fast. So you can get hit by this a bunch of times every turn. And especially if it's a big pack, yeah, you're going to take a lot of cold damage very, very quickly. Where's our stair? We can passage over the deep water. That's kind of handy. No stairs this way. Also, let's shut this. I don't know why I'm stopping to fight this stuff. I really should just be running. Particularly with passage, we can kind of just leave all that stuff behind if we really want to. Wow, what a great passage. Hello Fiend. Tornado and Airstrike. Good. They die pretty quickly. That's quite handy. Although on Cocytus 7, you tend to see some layouts are worse than others, but you should expect to see a lot of them all at once. We have explored a lot of this floor. Hey, there we go. One more. Shard Strike. Fortunately, Airstrike's really good against them because their whole thing is that they're really evasive and hard to hit. But Airstrike doesn't miss, and because they're flying, they take a lot of damage. Another one. As in another hard fiend spawn. Good old hell effect. Let's keep our regen up. Perfect zombie. That's not something you see every day. Can't see the floor. Okay, we're gonna need to passage over. We can eat this guy though. Armor to 18. We're basically just training fighting, armor dodging, just to get stronger to finish out the game. We could have trained Glaciate, but I don't know. I kind of wanted to show you that all you need is Orb of Destruction and Tornado. I mean, it certainly hasn't been easy, but we're kind of doing it. This is another floor where we've explored an enormous amount without finding the exit. Slowly starving to death here, game. We don't have time for this. There's a Titan. Titans in Cocytus. It's not right. It's not as bad as... There's a ghost moth here who's stealing all our mana. That's really not fair. You're not supposed to be here. That's a pack of harpies. Well, we have a lot of food now. Where are our downstairs? We don't have a magic mapping, do we? No. So we're just going to have to sort of try to wing it. Fire dragons. God. We're just going to have to try to figure out what's going on our final floor. Most of them are Cocytus layouts are pretty straightforward. Basically, I guess when we see Antaeus, we'll know that it's time to steal the rune. Here's a cacodemon. Please don't mutate us. Did not. We've only got one mutation potion. Oh, we got two. Nice. So, if we get mutated, there's not too much we can do about it. Hey, finally. Okay. I don't immediately recognize this one. And there are fire giants on Cocytus 7. It's really not right. Let's get tornado again. And okay, good. That was our deflecting missiles down. Put it back on. Yeah, I don't immediately recognize this floor, which is I guess not too much of a worry. There used to be some floors where you needed to have flying to get through them. I think they've all been removed. Okay, yep, I know this one. So basically, we're in the middle right now. There'll be windy hallways going up and down to the left and the right. And I'm pretty sure it's basically just a 50-50 guess whether you land at the rune side or not. We can heal wounds, not heal wounds, cure to get our rotted HP back. Good. And how many teleports do we have? Only 4. Okay, I was going to say, this is a pretty good place to just try to teleport around to land near the rune, because you're only going to land on the land bits. And there's not very much of it on this level. So yeah, teleporting tends to take you to the rune or the other side, one of the two sides. But yeah, if we only have 4 teleports, that's not a game I really want to play. We want to use that for escaping, really. Deflect missiles. Cool. Okay, here come the ice fiends. Let's get tornado going, and I guess we'll just airstrike him. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I was thinking, just trying to work out if I wanted to channel magic. Causes hunger. Let's do it. We don't really care very much about our piety at this point. Oh man, see how much we got back then. We got 16 invo. Maybe we should train more invo. No, we don't need it. We can just spend all our piety here. It's not a big deal. We missed. Oh no, we got him. Okay. Alright. Have we been lucky? No, because there are fire giants here. It just feels so wrong. It's not right. You're not supposed to be here. Oh, there's our cold Serpent of Hell. Okay. We've got 1 haste. Do I want to use the haste against the Serpent of Hell? Or do I want to use it against Antaeus? I think we probably need it against Antaeus. We can quaff a resistance potion though to give us full RC. We're gonna have a look at him. He's got cold breath. He's got freezing cloud. Flash freeze makes you move more slowly. Yeah. Okay. So that's fine. Okay. We've got minus tornado. Okay. There it goes. Okay. So we're gonna make tornado. I'm gonna agi. And actually he might just get blown on the teleport trap. And I'm going to might. Something that's really good here is that he is technically a dragon, so he takes extra damage from Wormbane. So I feel like this is a good time to just hit him with Wormbane. Okay. Fortunately, he's one of the easiest Serpents of Hell. Although, okay, good. I was gonna say, I was not showing him enough respect there. I have died a lot more than I should have to Serpents of Hell. Particularly this one, but still. Yeah. You should show the Serpent of Hell a lot of respect. Let's channel magic again. Alright, and yeah. The cold one, fortunately, is not too bad. He might be the easiest. No, the fire one's probably the easiest. But, yeah. Those two just mostly do elemental damage, and you already have lots because you're in the elemental hell. Whereas, I've forgotten, what's the place called? We didn't see it anymore. Tartarus. The Tartarus one's kind of scary, and then this one with Crystal Spear is very scary. Oh yeah, here we go. So both halves will have lots of fiends. That doesn't tell us that we're at the Rune one yet. Until and unless we see Antaeus, we're not going to know if we guessed right or not. Well, we actually guessed left, but you know what I mean. Dear. Torment. Let's try to heal up. Please don't hit the wall. Good. Let's channel magic. We're just going to keep applying our regen. And I'm going to sort of back up. Because if I stay there, we might just keep attracting more and more fiends to us. Do not belong in this place. A shard strike. Nice. Not going to use the tornado because I don't want to make noise that's going to attract more fiends. Okay, just keep resting, keep regenning. Okay, I think we're good. One last regen. Alright. And what I could do here is I could use our Staff of Earth and Lee's LRD and blow this open. That might be a good plan actually. But it's gonna, well, we can try, let's see. So we get the Staff of Earth for more Earth power. We're gonna quaff one of our 6 brilliants and it's on F. And let's see if we can blow this open. We miscast it. Okay, we did, and there's the rune. Okay, let's just deport it then. In that case, we don't even have to fight Antaeus. Okay, well we didn't even see him. Alright, well I'm happy with that. So that's why we've been carrying in a Staff of Earth for most of the game. I probably should just hold it. But one of the tips if you're going to fight Antaeus that I really like is to use my Scrolls of Summoning in Cocytus. Because there aren't that many monsters in here that spawn naturally, although we've seen that the spawn tables are kind of messed up, so maybe it wouldn't work at the moment. It means you have a very high chance of summoning a pack of Shard Strikes. And if you summon Shard Strikes, you can actually go AFK and they will just kill Antaeus for you, because yeah, Shard Strikes are super OP. That is an Ice Fiend. Imagine if we died now. I wonder if he knows. Does he even know what happened? Okay, I think we are out. Oh man, I never thought this day would come. That is a screen showing 15 of 15 runes collected. Amazing. Alright, time to go finish our Zot. We're on Zot 2, I believe. And yeah, Zot should be relatively easy for a character of our 15 rune stature. Hey, more food. I am still going to clear it though. It makes our orb run safer, particularly when we don't have, well, we've got one haste potion now. But yeah, we don't have much haste to get away from potentially fast panlords, so it is safer. Oh hey, glowing cloaks. Could we get one of MR? No, not this time. Also, I like how I've been saying the whole game that I was going to switch to a large shield of positive energy. I even enchanted it to full, and we just never have. Oh well. Okay, we got slowed down. We were actually just losing to that death club. It's great. Deflecting missiles back on. That one. I'm being lazy here. I'm just tabbing everything with one main. Guess we may as well see what this is. No, thank you. Okay, that's kind of scary. I mean, I'm not that afraid of a golden dragon. We have 52 AC, even if it does go berserk. But still, we have 7 scrolls of fear. I feel like we may as well just read one. It's pretty much always going to work on a Moth of Wrath because they have relatively low MR. So it just goes away. We can kill the gold dragon, and then by the time it comes back, gold dragon's dead. Also, we are just dying to these guys. That's not a thing that should be happening. Let's cast a tornado. We can always go invis against draconian packs. They can't see invis. We also could, if we wanted, dig a kill hole and fight them one at a time. Worth noting that we don't normally have Aralek, so the black draconians are actually, I don't want to say they're too scary because we have 273 HP, but they're a little bit scary. Glowing cloak, no, we'll stop disturbing. If we could get more MR, that'd be great. We only have 3, which leaves us, from memory, it was a 9% chance to be Ancient Lich paralyzed. It'd be good if that didn't happen to us. What's going on? Drop the cloak, put that one on, pick up our food again. Here's an orb of fire. We can just orb of destruction him. He's also flying, so once he gets on top of us, airstrike is not horrible, believe it or not. I don't know. Every time I use airstrike, I'm usually pretty happy about it. There's so many enemies that are flying. Like this guy. He's flying. He can be airstruck. I really should not be doing this. We only have our poison when we're holding Wormbane. Okay, there's a whole bunch of dudes. This looks like a good time to tornado them all. Again, got to be a bit wary of the storm dragons because we don't have our Aralek. Rune cloak. They're all just plain cloaks. Okay, definitely don't need books at this point. Okay. A Berserk Storm Dragon's not a big deal. It's actually probably preferable because otherwise he would be casting lightning bolts at us. Oh yeah, the black one really does hurt without Aralek. Where are you? There. Trying to guess where this guy is. I could just airstrike him. That will never miss. Okay. Also, at any point there, I could have put on C Invis rather than being lazy. Oh, we lived this time. Start Tornado and then put on Wormbane because these are all the green dudes, so they're all going to cast Poison Clouds. And let's go again. Tornado is pretty good against them too because it blows up all the Poison Clouds. Oh, there's a thing of cold appearing out of thin air. Well, fine. Let's figure out where he is. What are we trying to get? More cloaks? I don't know what we picked up. Something. Oh yeah, speaking of... well, it doesn't really matter, but if we were struggling for spell slots, we could forget Controlled Blink at this point. In Zot, you can't control Blink, you can only randomly blink. So our Controlled Blink basically becomes Blink, but it costs 6 extra mana and has a 1% chance to fail rather than 0. What are we dropping? Let's drop a Wand of Acid. We have not used that in about 15 episodes. There's a Ghost Moth. Is that right? Yeah, okay. For a second there I panicked. I saw that we took off an MR ring and I thought that we were walking around with no MR on. Also, we got plenty of food. Who was worried about food? We're engorged. We can't even eat anymore. And look at this. 3 bread rations, 2 meat rations, 2 fruit, a royal jelly. This is a feast. Oh yeah, we don't have deflecting missiles on. Got to be quite vigilant with that because even all the purple draconians dispel it and any quicksilver dragons we see. So it's going to happen a lot in Zot. Like that. Dispelled us. I keep checking my wear screen because we're very likely to pick up magic cloaks from the draconians. Zot 4. Alright. I like how the Moth of Wrath came at us first, rather than... I'd really like to get on the stair. If this killer clown could just blink off... Oh man, these guys blink and he's actually just camping the stair. Thank you. Wow. That was eventful. Are we dying to this guy? Maybe we should just Tornado. And then... Oh, no, we're good. Alright. It was one of those situations where I was thinking, any second now he's just going to blink off the stair and then we'll go up. And he just sat there for something like 10 turns. Let's go up. Tornado these guys. Because at any point there, I could have feared a bunch of them away. I could have also gone Invis. Wouldn't do anything against the Quicksilver Dragon, but against the other Draconians, they wouldn't have been able to hit us. So why are you so strong? Keep our regen up. Let's get a Tornado going. Hey, acquirement. Our second acquirement of the game. And more food. Who was worried? Let's go, I guess armor again. There's our artifact cloak. It gives us extra RF. That basically does nothing. We have full RF anyway. Even without Wormbane. Yeah, so there's no point. Oh well. Could have been great. Let's check the hatch up. Oh no, you're blundered into a Zot trap. How silly of me. More Ghost Moss. I am really bad at hitting F2. That is not a key I normally use for macros, and I don't know if you noticed, but every time I want to cast Tornado, we first have a little sequence where it's saying wrong key, wrong key, wrong key. They're flying. We'll just hit him. He's still alive. Okay, let's go Tornado. Good. Custo. Okay, I am afraid of him. Should always be afraid of anything that can torment. Although, ooh, I thought that might get him. Good. Orbs of Destruction are very strong against them. Okay, thanks. I don't know what amulets we don't know. An amulet of faith. Also, why are we carrying around a great sword of flaming? Oh man, have I been doing that for like 3 episodes? Every time I keep struggling as to what items I need to drop, I've been carrying a great sword of flaming, haven't I? Damn. This guy's stealing my int. Okay, that's getting a bit scary. He's zerking them all. So just bring them out into our Tornado. That's better. Armor to 20. We've got 53 AC. Pretty tanky considering our character is wearing an Ice Dragon scales. And it's only a +4 Ice Dragon scales. Hey, more cloaks. No, let's stop. Okay. Where's my Cloak of MR? Yeah, I thought so. I thought that was a vault that always has an orb of fire. You feel a strong urge to scream. Accurate. You feel yourself wasting away. You feel your body start to fall apart. So we have you frequently scream uncontrollably. Just block the end bit out, and it's fairly accurate. Your body often deteriorates. Let's go Tornado and Airstrike just to show that that works too. These are all black dudes, black draconians. Gotta watch out for the Arlek. I guess they're not that scary on their own because we have 270 of 273. Let's fix that. But with other things around, they're scary. Okay, here's our Zop 5. Hey, we very conveniently found a magic mapping. Cool, we're aware. Let's, so we're going to X out this bit. We're going to clear the floor first around the outside. I'm not as afraid as I normally am when I'm here in Zop 5 because this character's done 15 runes. The stuff that we're going to see in here is certainly less scary than things like Ice Fiends and who knows whatever else that we saw lots of that scared us. Hellions, Tormentors, Shard Strikes, or even Caustic Strikes. Okay, so that's all of the outside bit. What we can do here is we can stand over here and blow this wall open. So let's put on our Staff of Earth. We can quaff a brilliance, and you can do this on anyone so that can cast a spell. So we don't have any earth magic, but we can still, using a staff of earth and a brilliance potion, can still blow this wall open. Let's not shoot ourselves though. It might take you a few goes, but there you go. I wanted to do this on my deep dwarf earth elementalist, and then I completely forgot. But this is good for a few reasons. And actually I think we should go do it over the other side. First of all is that it makes running from the orb chamber a lot safer, because you run out the side and you don't get trapped by any of the stuff in the middle. It also makes it much easier to just do one side of Zot, because the stuff from the other side, again, won't get to you. And also it lets you avoid all the traps, so you don't have to face any of the nonsense, say double Zot traps or double teleport traps or anything like that. So yeah, it's a nice little trick. Let's not fight multiple ancient liches at the same time like that. Can we thread it? No, I didn't think there was any way we'd thread an orb through. Let's make a tornado, and then we can just wormbane them. Okay, he made a tormentor. It's kind of scary. We can throwing net him. Throwing nets are really good against ancient liches, even with 0 throwing skill, which is what we have. What is happening? Okay, it's just a ghost moth. Okay, I thought we were getting petrified or something, but no, no big deal. Just a ghost moth. Let's get these guys. I was gonna say let's get them one at a time, but then they won't die to the tornado. Where are you? Good. There's another one. Alright, fine. Put C invis on. Alright. And I don't mind just running in this side, apporting the rune, and running back out the side. Actually, no, I lied. I want to bust open the other side, because that's closer to the stairs. So we're going to use our digging wand. Hello. We're going to use our digging wand to dig up on this side. And then we're going to bust this one open as well. We've got plenty of brilliance still. And yeah, can take a few goes. The key is persistence. Might need to channel magic here. It's making me suspect that, because some of these are undiggable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. It's making me suspect that these ones I'm trying to hit can't actually be blown up. Let's go a bit more to the left. I don't know if that's true. No, I feel like all of these ones here in the middle bit can all be blown up. I really wish I had my repeat previous action key. Let's channel magic again. Oh, it's because we got the Staff of Energy. Right, I'm an idiot. Okay, we didn't have the power boost from the Staff of Earth. Now I get it. Okay, there you go. That made a lot more sense. Yeah, as soon as we pulled the Staff of Earth out, it worked. Let's get in the open and tornado. Yeah, you really need the power boost from the Staff of Earth, especially if you have no Earth training. If you had Earth training, you could probably do it, but then you might also have Shatter, so it's a bit of a moot point. We've had a lot of trouble with Killer Clowns. I don't know why they're so rough. Let's just airstrike him. More Ghost Moss. Okay. Time to make more Killer Clowns. Yeah, see, you don't know that spell. You don't know that spell. Hey, there's Tornado. Oh no, you were blended into a Zot trap, and it contaminated us really heavily. Let's cancel. We're still too contaminated. Okay, nice. We're now frail. Red Sky's Ghost, a legendary Minotaur Berserker. Let's see if we can kill him with Tornado. Looks like it. We can probably also make a Malign Gateway. Maybe that would help, because it might just paralyze him. Or Abyss him, that would work too. Alright. And I'm kind of curious to know what traps we avoided by doing this. Oh, there's an Orb of Fire. I'm going to check our mutations after this. Your connection to magic feels nearly dormant. Your spells are much easier to cast but much less powerful. We're also frail. I think let's quaff a mutation potion. You're frail, you scream uncontrollably, your spells are much easier to cast. You still spend magical power. Okay. Well, that didn't get rid of any of the ones I wanted to. Here's another Orb of Fire. We've got Tornado out. Let's channel magic. And you feel a little pissed off, so let's not hit him with Wormbane. Or we're gonna get Berserkitis. Also, here comes another one. We'll shoot a couple of Orbs of Destruction at him. And they're all missing. Why don't we just quaff a Might and then just hit him? Also, this is coming back. Okay, so we've got very frail. We've got Berserkitis. Okay, so let's try again. Our last one. Your vision blurs. Scrolls take you longer to read. We're still very frail. Our spells are still easier to cast, but much less powerful. We did get MR out of it though. That's nice, I guess. Alright, but we're very frail. Not so nice. Oh. No. Well, I left the CeAE Invis ring on. That was a mistake. I should have on MP plus 9 in plus 5. Instead of that one. Yeah, okay. Also, we're not wearing a helmet. I feel like we briefly had horns maybe. And so it fell off and then I didn't put it back on. Okay, well we need CeAE Invis. Good. And yeah, I wanted to see what trap we're missing. A Zot trap, yeah, exactly. So it's a pretty nice tech here with LRD. Cool. Alright, no, we've got more Orb Guardians. So we don't have any haste to quaff, but we are fairly naturally fast as a Centaur. Also, these guys are coming out so conveniently one at a time. I wouldn't mind just tornadoing them all, but if they're going to come out one at a time, I won't say no. Let's get deflected missiles back. Okay, where's our orb? Look at all this extra food we have. Does that make you mad? We never had to worry about food at all. It was all scaremongering. Wow, we got that guy in one. Alright, so we don't have haste, but we're pretty naturally fast. We've got the side blown open, and we are a 15 rune character. So even if we see a Panlord or a Fiend, we fought many of them at this time, which is why I don't mind not clearing the whole thing. And then normally I search the floor a few times, make sure there aren't any, say, things around, but we don't really care much about most things. So we're going to port the rune to us here. Before you do that, well, okay, We have 21 translocation skill, so we should have no problem. But if you're gonna try to port the rune without that much skill, it's wise to quaff a potion of brilliance if you have one, because the orb is really heavy, so it's really hard to port. And when you try to port it, your orb run starts. So you don't want to sit here and failing it. You want to immediately get it, pick it up, and now we're orb running. So let's run out the side. Don't care much about a green death. Although we should just have Wormbane on because it gives us extra AC. It gives us full RC and it gives us our poison. Alright. So now we're just gonna go G, D, 0. And again. And hopefully we just walk out of the dungeon. The orb run, wow, we skipped all of depths. The orb run is much less scary again for a 15 rune character. Because think about it, what's the scariest thing that you normally see on an orb run? It's a Panlord, or it's a Fiend, or something like a Hell Sentinel. But we've fought hundreds of those, so they don't scare us. So yeah, as a 15 rune character, for you to die on the orb run, I'm going to say you have to have done something pretty dumb. GD0, let's go. What an orb run. Already up to D10. It's always great when the cacodemons blow through the wall like that. Yeah, we really want to go up. I think this is by far the longest game I've ever played. I played a 20-hour mummy game once, 15 rune game, during a tournament, back before there was an Australian server, and I thought that was long. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure this is longer. Oh, oh, it's over. We actually won. How long was it? 20 hours, so it's roughly the same. It was almost 21 hours. Wow. Oh, we did it as a 15 rune Centaur Air Elementalist. What do we learn, viewer? I don't know either. I guess we learned not to do it again. I'm not sure what it is that we did though. I'm not quite sure what the takeaway lesson from this game is. Maybe that you can pick whatever silly character you want, do whatever you want, and somehow still win. Is that the aim of the story here? Or the moral of the story? I'm not sure. But this is a 320,000 turn game that lasted almost 21 hours. Please don't ever ask me to play a 15 rune caster again. No, that's not true. I actually quite enjoyed this one. Like, for huge parts of this game, it was such a struggle, but it was a struggle in, I'd say, a fun way. It wasn't a struggle in it being a completely tedious way. I mean, aside from a couple of, say, skeletal warrior fights where we tried to shock it to death for 15 minutes every time, that was pretty tedious. But beyond that, it was more just challenging, because this character was mostly pretty bad. But it turns out that you can play a low int race to a 15 rune quote unquote mage win, and you're not even going to starve to death. So there you go. If you're still here after 21 hours, I don't know what to say to you, but I don't know. I hope you enjoyed my suffering so that I didn't suffer in vain. I think I'm going to be going back to a 3 rune game for the next one. Got one in mind. Started drawing my thumbnail for it already, and this is not really a spoiler, but I could not stop giggling as I was drawing it. Dear. Should be a bit of fun next time. Certainly should be a lot shorter. So I hope you'll be back. I hope you enjoyed this one, even if it was just to see me suffer. Yeah, I guess that's it. I'm out. See ya.